surprise me. It didn't surprise me, given our culture. But our question was, okay, well, look
That's what we
who's
call
here.
pulling a Janelle.
Wow. You know what this reminds me of? Those really annoying, disrespectful kids. You finally get to class and the teacher's all into the stuff and they get in and then they choose to sit in the front. Oh, people do that at church all the time. They get there late and then walk to the front. Oh my goodness.
You can't give me a hard time. You're late.
Deborah, look at
every
Deborah. Where's
day.
Brian? Where's Brian?
Team Janelle can't say anything.
Tammy,
Did you do the thing yet?
I did. You can do it again.
I'm
Go,
not doing
do
it again. I don't want to do it again.
What? Oh, I told him the 4 out of 5 things we talked about at 6 to 6:30. It didn't surprise me given our culture, but our question was: is it biblical? Is this something?
Did you tell him?
I didn't tell him yet because I am a good friend, so I was like, I can't do that if Brian's not here.
Wow. Yeah. So a new
You're
study.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. A new study finds an overwhelming 82% of parents are making a daily concerted effort to raise their children to be, she thought it'd be, kind.
Yeah, kindness. I was like, that would make sense. You know, bullying. It wasn't that. I
Team
thought
players.
generous, but
Sweet.
kind of.
Obedient.
Aren't we supposed to be parents? Like, that's stuff you teach, no?
82% of parents are making a daily concerted effort to raise their children to be confident.
Oh. Well, you know, you
Confident.
can't go nowhere without confidence.
Taking it further, it discovered 73% of parents say seeing their children exhibit confidence
Kathy guessed, she said gender neutral.
makes them feel like they've mastered their parenting skills. Like if your kid displays confidence, they go, look at me, I've done it. I'm a parent. I'm a good one.
Yeah. What do you think that's about?
I think it's
Why have we... okay, go ahead.
I don't know. Isn't it a mashup of self-help / American ideology all mashed up together that you got to be able to do it on your own and be confident and take control and run everything?
Do you think it's changed? Do you think that's a new thing? In the 90s, would 80% of parents have said confidence is the thing they're trying to... Or what do you think it was in the 90s?
I don't know, that would have been the answer in like the 50s, 60s, 70s.
I know what it would have been back then. Tell me about... my parents weren't even here. Hard work. No?
Yeah, maybe.
What
Hard
other
workers.
things?
Respectful,
Yeah, that was big.
good citizen. I don't know, something like that. I'm guessing it's 80s and 90s you started to see a shift.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's in full force.
Yeah, big time.
Like, to the point that even if your kid is horrible at something, make sure they're confidently horrible. Ergo, that's how we end up with American Idol. Well, the best parts of the show are all these people who think they can sing.
Dude, that was so sad. I remember thinking, like, you didn't have a cousin, a sister that said, girl, don't go over there and... Oh, it's so messed up. But then
You know
how
what
do
they
you
had?
tell your kid?
They had people valuing confidence over honesty. And so what they were doing was somebody would sing horribly and go, oh, you're so good at that. I love your heart. Nice job. You're so good. And they end up on national television making fools of themselves.
So how are you honest with your child and not be a dream crusher, you know?
Ask Len Nevels.
I know. Oh my goodness. I know that. I know that we are talking also about is it biblical, but how do you balance that out with your child in terms of being honest, doing that thing of like, no, you don't get a trophy just because you participated. Yes, there are other people who are better than you in your team. Like, how do you balance that out and still develop a child that's comfortable in their skin? Hold on. Carmen, what's up? Team Janelle. I want to say hi to my people. And then Gary said, oh, look at what Gary said, because you need to control Gary. Gary said, has any of Team Janelle supporters showed up lately? And then he laughs. And then Jennifer Jones says, I'm Team Janelle and I'm here. Thank you.
No, Gary. No, yeah, Jennifer.
Thank
Gary
you.
doesn't mean here like on the internet, wherever you are in there. Gary's talking about right here. Because Gary,
she busy. She homeschools. She
Gary
don't need to
was
come.
right here in this physical space on here. And Team Janelle has never showed up.
Okay, so it's okay, y'all. Y'all busy.
You can admit that?
I'm not needy, so thank you.
Your team is Russian bots. Mine are people that show up.
So what's your answer? How do you do it and develop? We want our kids to be comfortable in their skin.
Well, I think that's the right question. Although if you missed our discussion earlier today, I will throw in that we are confident that prioritizing confidence for your children is unbiblical.
It is unbiblical. Confidence in themselves.
Yes, and that's what the ethic is confidence in yourself and your abilities.
Sandy's my girl. She said Team Janelle rocks. That's right. You tell my girls that. They love Team Janelle. Raina is all about me. She gets really confused when I tell her I want to be like her. Oh, Raina, I should make her president. My 9-year-old, she's amazing. You think I'm amazing? Oh, why did I assume people think I'm...
A lot of confidence over there.
I know. Anyways, okay. Team Janelle does right.
Do as she says, not as she does.
Hey, Rachel. Go ahead.
So if I think it's pretty easy to establish that God doesn't value self-confidence. That's not something that's anywhere in Scripture. We should be confident in the finished work of Christ and in the fact that we just got to follow Him. That's where our confidence is. But so how do we, because what we don't want to do is the opposite though, right? Raise a kid who thinks they're horrible at everything.
Yeah.
Because that's not true. They have
or
gifts.
that it's not about, like if you do that so much like it's about Jesus, I think you also don't validate how the Lord has packaged you and your gifts and you have something to offer. And like there is some about you because that's what why the Lord created you and He's going to use you and you're put together with a purpose. I'm saying that because I've told you it matters when I tell my girls their skin color is beautiful, their hair is beautiful. We live in a society that glorifies certain beauty markers that makes certain people of certain ethnicities think less of themselves. It matters. The Lord made us into physical beings. So how do you deal with the tension with that? To me, it's
what do you do?
Okay.
You're a better parent than I am. Go ahead.
Really? So you're not gonna... I asked the question first. You don't get to do that. I asked the question.
Sounds like you're being very confident.
I bet you Dr. Jones has some answers.
Meaning Mr. Jones?
How do you develop confidence in terms of how the Lord created you?
I think we have to not only model for our kids, but teach them to truly discover what their gifts and talents are.
Okay.
And one of the ways you do that is by helping them discover what they aren't.
Yeah.
And I've told this story before that one of my kids was convinced she was like she's going to be the next Justin Bieber. If I would just post a video of her singing on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube, he was discovered there. Hello.
She would be discovered.
And
she was precious and cute.
Yeah.
And loved to sing, but was tone deaf. She couldn't do it. Yeah. She can hardly carry a tune.
And so what did you tell her?
I had to very carefully over a period of years go like, oh, sweetie, I'm so glad you love singing. It's good to do things you love. But I don't know that singing is what you were made to do.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but over time, now she can look back and laugh at that video and go, wow, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are afraid to even say, I'm not good at that. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know about that. No one says that stuff.
It's so true. Rachel, hola, mi amiga Raquel. Pamela, Team no, Pamela. What you doing? Gary says, advising your children that aren't good, you need to tell them that they need more practice. I like that.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Gary, Team Brian, see?
I like that. One thing I also do with my kids, I have one kid, well, all of them, whatever. I stress hard work. I think we glorify the whole, I'm good and I'm going to do this. And I'm like, can we talk about like the hard work that's going to take for you to get there? We glorify the trophy, the I'm good. I want them to glorify, like, how about showing up to practice and practicing like it's a game? That kind of thing. And I think sometimes in that they discover, like, oh, wait, hold up. I don't know if I'm going to be, because it's a price to pay for those, like, the LeBrons and the Michael Phelps. You know, we see the final game. You don't see the hours they're spending, you know. Jennifer, doctor for Brian, you my girl, Jennifer. She says, I have told my girls, you are excellent in this area, and this seems where God has blessed you. But this other area may not be your strong suit. are typically more honest with one since she was born with an amount of self-confidence that tends to lack humility.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible emphasizes humility to such an extent. But that's like, it's not totally devoid of confidence, though, right? Humility isn't, I'm terrible. It's that I don't need to be the best. I don't think I'm the
Yes.
best. I'm not better than you. I don't need to be better than you.
Yeah.
It's a genuine, like, oh, thanks. Yeah, glory to God. God gives
Yeah.
glory. He gave me a gift, and isn't that great?
Yeah. I've asked my kids that. One of them is very competitive, and I've had to ask them, like, why? Like, why do you gotta be number one? How about, like, you just did amazing? It's always a search to, like, outshine people or be number one. Maybe it's not about outshining. I will say, and I'm sorry, I gotta bring up, Raina, she has it down more than grown women.
What's she doing?
Oh my gosh. So she has, Jennifer, you know her. She has a confidence and she knows she's beautiful and she wears her afro and she does all her thing. But I like the way, and I'm learning from her. That's why I'm bringing it up because I don't even do this. But she has the afro and her sister has the long hair like down to her waist. Girls want that. Raina wants that. But she doesn't have that. So Raina can look at me and say, wow, like she'll say it out loud. Your hair's so pretty, your hair's so long. And still turn around and be like, oh, mommy, can you make my afro? Like she's comfortable with her beauty. Mm-hmm. Women have this thing that like your beauty is defined in comparison to somebody else. Mm-hmm. Like, am I more beautiful than you? Or like being okay with uplifting people and helping other people win. I don't think God minds. If we get outside of the definition of confidence, for you to be okay with yourself, I think it's what you focus on.
Because this is how God made me.
Yes, yeah. But I think our focus should be number one in Him and what He has for us. But others, push other people, make other people.
Sounds like the greatest commandment to me.
Humility.
Well, but also sounds like the greatest commandment to me. Love God and love your neighbor.
Yeah. There was this, it's a meme and I forgot it, but it was saying, it was for women because we struggle with this. It was saying her win doesn't make you lose. Sometimes we do that, even humans do that. Because somebody's pretty, now you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah,
or because she got
for
a job.
everybody to be pretty.
Yeah.
Did you see,
smarter, or faster, whatever it is.
Did you see Aunt Lisa showed up? Mm-hmm. Raina
Oh,
has the best teacher.
Woo, girl.
We actually had a task for Aunt Lisa that we'll share with her off air at some point.
What was it?
It has to do with our very Raina.
Oh,
And something she's asking for.
Oh my goodness, Lisa.
And we got something for you, Lisa. You want to mess with your brother? We got something for you.
She could love that.
I can't wait.
Problem.
Will you do that? Will you tell her?
Yeah, I'll tell her. I'm going to text you, and this is Brian's assignment
It's
for you.
my idea, Aunt Lisa, to mess with Len.
Oh my goodness.
You love doing that. You're his sister.
Gary says that's great that she compliments herself. Not herself, like her sister. I think we need to like look outwards and other people and uplift other people. And I like what you said about, you were talking about humility in relationship to others.
Aunt Lisa's ready.
You are.
Where's Aunt Twee? Did she show up today?
She did. I was going to show you.
All the ants are here. Aunt Twee. Good to see you, Aunt Twee. Hopefully
Kathy
see you this
says
summer.
you don't have to have confidence if you compare yourself to someone else. Sandy says let your kids try lots of different things and help them find their gifts and passions. But I like what Brian does with be the dad that says, this ain't
Yeah,
your
no,
thing.
son, you are not good at basketball. You can work real hard.
You've done that to your
You
boys?
can have fun. Well,
Have you had to? Because some kids...
I have, out of my 5 kids, number 4 is the one who's been the first one to show any natural athletic ability.
Number 4? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Not to be an athlete.
Yeah.
There's nothing that says that even if you're not one, you have to be one.
That's right.
It's not that my other kids can't enjoy athletics.
Yeah.
But for us to press them into being involved in it
Yeah.
without natural ability, I don't know. If you want to do it, I guess. But
Yeah.
So anyway.
Charles, what's up? He says, I don't think my daughter can sing all that great, but she thinks she can. She can write music and taught herself to play the guitar. Wow. She did this because I encouraged her to try things and do her best.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
That's right.
You know what? And Charles, I'm glad you said that because it's like I was saying with sports.
Yeah.
Like we have to give our kids a realistic picture of things. He's not going to walk around telling his daughter, you will be the next, Beyonce or Lady Gaga or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you can teach them to be okay at something and love it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it could be you could just do it just like we do that a lot. We play because we're like, oh, I want to go to the Olympics. How about you
No.
just play because it's just fun.
because you like it,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm not a great drummer, but I like playing drums at church. It's
exactly.
fun.
Yeah. James says, I learned early there will always be someone better than you. So just try to do what you can. If you do, it will be okay. I like that. And use your gifts. I like that, James. Great, great tip. Jennifer says,
Oh, Aunt Twee.
Oh, Aunt Twee. Woo!
Miss you, Aunt Twee.
My goal is not to crush her confidence, but to help her find a balance. She loves the spotlight, and I want her to enjoy it, but to temper it. Hey, I like that side, though.
Why won't Dr. Jones come in studio? Dr. Jones, are you real?
Dr. Jones is the bomb. Don't make her. She homeschools
Are you
little
real?
kids.
What, your
you
kids?
don't gotta come. You don't gotta come.
You don't got friends to watch your kids? Dr. Jones. What? You don't think Gary's got a job to do?
I like that, Mike. Humility implies putting others before you, but doesn't reduce confidence.
That's
level.
right. That's
I
right.
like that, and I always bring it up. I've heard humility is power under control. So you know who you are. You just don't need to be proving it or beating people or being the best. You're good with other people being awesome around you and celebrating.
It's like you
other
every day
people.
around me.
Oh my God. I have taken mine out of activities they're not strong in, but put them in ones where they can excel.
That's right.
Gary says another bot, Ryan.
That's right.
Kathy, what's up? You can enjoy something without being the best. That's right.
Yep.
That I like that. Brian, I learned something from you. I'm gonna go tell my kid he ain't good.
Why are you acting surprised?
You heard me. Brian said I gotta tell you.
I think Len's already told him.
No, that is good. Somebody said earlier your daughter's gonna thank you for that in the future. Like it's
Yeah, not
true.
right now. My kids don't thank me for